spoiler alert, for Bee and Puppycat, both Lazy in Space and the original series. Watch them both, they're really good. Bee and Puppycat is a really, really cute show that highlights the beauty in the small moments. Kind of like a Ghibli movie, actually. The moments of drinking coffee or going for a walk. There's a beauty they display that I just adore. But these are broad strokes, and I'm here to talk about a very specific moment in the show that keeps me coming back every year. What's your favorite color? Now, I'm talking about the favorite color scene from the original series. Not the Netflix version, but the original episodes that came out here on YouTube. The Netflix version doesn't have anything wrong with it, really, but I prefer the wording and the buildup of the original, so I'll be diving into that one specifically, but I'll still be referencing Lazy in Space later because the two scenes tie into each other very nicely. Back to the original. There are a lot of things that I love about this scene. It comes right after the reveal that Bee is a robot. Cyborg? Either. Her robotness has been foreshadowed basically the whole time. Like, there were little subtle things like her aversion to water, like in the first episode where she gets electrocuted by water. It's a whole thing. It's really cool. But that's just part of why I like it. The real reason that I like it is that it's the liar revealed, but in the best way. Because I hate the liar revealed trope. It's cringy, it's sad, and there are many, many times where I'm just sitting there thinking, wow, your trust for this person was so easily broken that you're throwing away everything. Just all the build-up you two had together, all of the fun moments, all of the bonding, just out the window. You won't even talk to them, you won't even hear them out, nothing, really? Like, dang, you're not much of a friend in this moment. Like, I understand that it looks like you're being betrayed here, but unless character who's calling them a liar has a history of being betrayed, it feels so forced for them to not even try and talk it out. It bugs me every time. I'm not here for it. I don't like it. No. But Bee and Puppycat? No. They handle it perfectly. Puppycat walks in on a low and likely private moment for Bee. I mean, just look at her face. Through the trials and tribulations of the show, she's never had a face that looked so annoyed and frustrated. I think we got close in the episode's birthday and game, but that was more sad than this. And Puppycat sees this. When she sees him looking at her arms, she doesn't yell, she doesn't scream, she doesn't fight. She turns away and focuses on her arm again. And with a rather dejected tone, she says,
"Oh, yes. Guess there's a lot of stuff we don't know about each other."
Now, this might be the moment in other shows and movies where the characters get mad and start saying the classic, "I thought I knew you, why didn't you tell me?" Or it'll go into a whole exposition dump. But not here. No. Because Puppycat does the last thing I was expecting. He shrugs. He shrugs, and then he sits across from her and asks her what her favorite color is. Ah! He looks at her like, if there's a lot we don't know about each other, then let's get to know each other. Because I want to get to know you. And if you don't want to talk about what's going on right here and now, that's fine. You don't have to tell me about things you don't want to tell me about. Because I care more about you than whatever this is. Having a secret doesn't make Puppycat want to be around Bee any less. If anything, it makes him want to be around her more, because he's taking the time to meet her on her level by asking her the most basic things in the sweetest way. This whole scene is just so cute and special. It's just the most lay your heart out and still being accepted regardless. I love that. I love that so much. And it ties back again. They come back to this. They circle back to this again in Lazy in Space, specifically the episode Bird Friend. Now, up until this point in the series, Puppycat's body can get a bit weird. The body proportions get wonky, he's drawn off model, if there ever was one, And he straight up just melts sometimes. And at first I thought it was an animation error, maybe, because no one really addressed it. But eventually the characters in the universe would comment on it more and more as the show progresses. This episode, however, is when we finally get the concrete truth about what this is and what's going on. It is not an animation error at all. It's actually kind of similar to Bee's robotness, where it's something that has been foreshadowed, obviously, and now we see it come to fruition, so very nice job. We find out that Puppycat's body gets weird like that when he eats off the floor, and he's eating off of the floor to deal with his stress. Not the best coping mechanism, but I guess there's worse. Now, Bee sees this. She clearly sees that there is something wrong here, and she wants to help him with it, but she also wants to give him the same courtesy that he gave her, giving him his space and letting him come to her when he's ready. So she's just like, all right, if you don't want to tell me something, you don't have to tell me, that's fine. I'll still be here for you. But the issue grows. Literally, Puppycat becomes a whale on the job in the episode, and they can't go home until he's normal again. And Bee is trying so hard this entire time to try and help Puppycat without pushing the boundary he set, and she's trying, she's working, she's actually doing work, and until finally it's not enough. Tools she was trying to get to get them home, it wasn't enough, and she finally is just like,
Ew.
Oh, you really can't leave because of your big friend.
I don't know what to do now. I don't know how to turn him normal again. I don't know why he keeps eating all these things that make him all mushy and weird.
Oh, we can tell you.
No! Don't tell me. His reason for stress eating is his secret. He'll tell me if he wants me to.
Well, we'll at least tell you that what he ate was an old sock.
Puppycat, you don't have to tell me anything you don't want to. I'm just worried your secrets are making you stress eat and hurting your body. I just want you to know there's nothing you could tell me that would make me change how I feel about you. Because I'm kind of dumb. There, that's my only secret. Now you know everything about me.
that last line there perfectly parallels the one from earlier. These two went from knowing so little about each other to this. They've spent time together. They've learned to trust and to care and to watch them grow organically. It's such a treat. It really is. Bee's genuine concern for Puppycat does provoke him to finally have his lovely little breakdown and explain the guilt and fear that he's been carrying with him this entire time. It's messy, it's cathartic, and I love every second of it. It's been a long time coming, and I think was very well handled. Both of these moments, specifically the one from earlier, what's your favorite color, they just hold a very special place in my heart. I think it's the moment, the level of like genuine concern that the characters show for each other, and also the almost innocent expression that they give. Like, despite the world, despite the craziness, despite what's happening, I want to know you. I want to know that you're okay. I want to know more about you, because to me, you are what matters here. So I will take the time to get to know you.